Apples are more than just a fruit. They're a crunchy, sweet slice of nature's goodness, a global favorite, and if we're being honest, the star of many a pie. From the massive orchards of Washington state to the picturesque terraced fields of China, millions of apple trees are grown each year. But how does this tiny seed turn into the fruit we love? Today, we're taking you on a journey, an adventure, really, from the humble apple seed to that juicy bite on your plate. Of course, you can't just toss an apple seed into the dirt and hope for the best. No. It takes a special kind of love to coax these seeds to life. They start in controlled environments. Think of it like a seed spa. They get planted in nutrient-rich soil, and they need perfect conditions. Warmth, moisture, and light, like tiny apple divas demanding the best. These little seedlings are closely watched as they begin to sprout, reaching for the light like the stars they're destined to become. Every inch of their progress is monitored because these guys are the future of entire orchards. Their delicate start is crucial. If they get a good jump, they'll grow into strong, productive apple trees. If not, well, let's not go there. Every tree gets its own attention. Pruning, watering, pest control, soil management. It's a lot like parenting. You can't just plant it and walk away. They need constant attention to make sure they grow strong and bear fruit. It's a full-time gig. Water is life, of course, but these days we don't rely on Mother Nature's mood swings for rain. With modern irrigation, farmers deliver precise amounts of water directly to the tree roots, conserving every drop while making sure those trees stay hydrated. Think of it as a fancy, high-tech watering can. Through spring's blossoms, summer's sunshine, and autumn's golden hues, farmers adapt to what the orchard needs. Spring is all about blossoms, summer is for steady growth, and come autumn, the trees are ready for the big moment, the harvest. But before we get to that, there's one more critical step. Pollination is the unsung hero of apple growing. Without it, you can kiss your apples goodbye. Bees are the MVPs here, buzzing from blossom to blossom, playing matchmaker. Without them, no pollination means no apples, and nobody wants that kind of fruitless outcome. As those blossoms get pollinated, something magical happens. They start to turn into tiny, green apples, the first promise of the delicious fruit to come. Over the next few months, those little apples will grow, ripen, and get ready for the moment they've all been waiting for, the harvest. But don't think the work ends once the apples start to grow. No way. Farmers are still on high alert, watching for pests, making sure the trees get just the right amount of water, and checking that every apple reaches its full, juicy potential. It's like being a fruit bodyguard. Protect the apples at all costs. After months of sunshine, careful tending, and a whole lot of patience, the moment of truth has arrived. The harvest is finally here. You can almost hear the trees sigh in relief, or maybe that's just the farmers. Either way, this is the moment they've all been working toward all year. Imagine this. Millions of apples, all hanging there like little red and green jewels, just waiting to be picked. It's an apple-picking extravaganza, and trust me, it's as satisfying as it sounds. But don't be fooled. This isn't just a grab-and-go situation. No. Harvesting apples? It's an art. A delicate dance between farmers and fruit, where precision is key. Forget any ideas you have about shaking a tree and letting apples fall to the ground. That's a rookie move. No, harvesting apples is a meticulous, almost romantic process. Every apple is handpicked. Yes, every single one. It's not just about grabbing what's closest. It's about selecting only the best, the ones that are perfectly ripe and ready for their debut. Now, Don't get me wrong, this is no leisurely stroll through the orchard. These workers are pros. They move through the trees with precision and speed, but always with a light touch. Why? Because apples are divas. They bruise easily, and once that happens, they're out of the game. So the harvesters have to be swift but gentle, kind of like ninja ballet dancers. Once those apples are picked, they don't just sit around waiting to be admired. No, sir. They're immediately placed into crates, which are handled like precious cargo. These apples are on the fast track, making their way from the orchard to packing facilities, where they'll be sorted and shipped to grocery stores near you. It's like a backstage pass to the fruit world. But let's not forget the emotional side of this whole process. For the farmers, this isn't just about filling crates with fruit. It's the culmination of an entire year of blood, sweat, and maybe even a few tears. These apples represent hours upon hours of labor, from nurturing tiny seedlings to protecting them from pests, to this grand finale where they finally get to say, "We did it." But the story doesn't end here, folks. Once those apples leave the orchard, they're off on their own little adventure, heading to grocery stores to be enjoyed fresh, or to factories where they'll be transformed into apple juice, applesauce, pies, and more. These apples are like the celebrities of the fruit world, and their journey is far from over. And now we've reached the next stage of the apple's journey, where things get technical. After all, not every apple gets to bask in the glory of being eaten fresh. Some are destined for greatness in other forms, and that transformation begins right here in the processing plant. It's like a day at the spa for apples. First, they get a good wash, scrubbed and polished until they shine brighter than a new car. Then, it's peel-off time. But not in a relaxing facial mask kind of way. No, these apples are stripped of their skin in one swift, satisfying move, followed by a quick core removal. Voila! They're ready for their makeover. Now, this is where the magic happens. You see, apples are like the chameleons of the fruit world. They can be anything. Want juice? They got you. Applesauce? No problem. Craving dried apple slices or apple vinegar for that salad dressing? They've got that covered too. It's a one-fruit wonder. Every apple has a destiny, and the options are endless. Some get squished and squeezed into that refreshing glass of juice you love, while others are cooked down into applesauce, smooth and comforting, perfect for a rainy day snack. And then there are the apples that go the extra mile, dried out to become that handy, crunchy snack you can keep in your bag for those mid-afternoon cravings. But let's not forget the apple overachievers, the ones that get distilled into vinegar or even apple spirits. Yes, apples know how to party. They're versatile, adaptable, and nothing goes to waste here. Even the peels and cores can be used for apple cider vinegar. Who knew an apple could wear so many hats? Once these apples have been transformed, it's time to dress them up. Carefully packaged and labeled, these apple products are ready for the world. Whether it's a shiny bottle of apple juice or a jar of applesauce, every product is a piece of that original apple orchard magic. And you can bet your bottom dollar that these apples are ready for their close-up in grocery stores everywhere. But hold up. Before you get too excited about filling your pantry, there's another step in this apple saga. We've got to get these bad boys out into the world. That's right, distribution is the name of the game now. It's like sending your kids off to college, except these apples are heading to grocery stores and markets across the globe. At the end of the day, this whole apple journey, from seed to tree, from orchard to processing plant, from truck to your kitchen, is a testament to the passion and dedication of the people who grow, harvest, and distribute them. Farmers, factory workers, and truck drivers, they all play a role in delivering that perfect apple to you. So next time you bite into that juicy apple or pour a glass of crisp apple juice, remember the incredible journey it took to get there. It's not just a fruit, it's a labor of love, a global effort, and a sweet reward for everyone who's part of the apple story.